So I finished fiddling with the front of the album, and it's really busy, as you can see, like super busy. I don't know whether this ribbon was the right way to go, but it's what I had on my desk. I'm going to cut it down a bit. I've added a few more bits, a squirrel, a little thingy there, an extra butterfly, and I've raised their wings just to give them some height. So flipping in, I'm going onto the front cover. So these black mats that you see here was just me fiddling around to see, get idea of size. I'm going onto the front and the cover. So I chose a piece of this, I don't even know what you call this green, but it kind of ties in quite well with that color. And I have cut this to 12 inches by 9 inches. So it's just a piece 12 by 9, and then I scored it at 5.5, which has given me a piece that is bigger one side than the other, which I've done on purpose, and that I'm going to pop in the pocket like so. Okay, so onto here I want to do a little bit of decorating, so I'm just going to pause the video for a few secs. So let us continue. I have cut a very small mat. This is a 3, well, it's not very small, it's 3.5 by 3.5, and then I cut a 3 and 5/8 by 3 and 5/8. So the mat is like a 16th. I don't think I've got it perfect, but I'm not too stressed about that. I have also cut a couple of tags and stuff, which I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to use yet. And then I have also cut these to just short of 9 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is, so I've got the flap, I'm going to put the big one on the top flap. Like so. So I'm going to leave a little skinny border all the way around, like, try and get it so it's even. That would be lovely. Okay, and then I'm going to take its partner and I'm going to line it up on the back page. And I'm going to try my hardest to remember to put that where it has to go. Okay, so I just want to line this up. You don't have much wiggle room with this art glitter glue. It sticks super quickly. Okay, so I've got just that little bit of detail so far on here. Remember that we'll have photo mats and all sorts. Then on here, what I thought of doing is popping a little bit of the tape so I haven't quite mastered getting the release paper off this. You've got to turn it that way. So what I thought of doing is putting a bit of, I wonder if I should do it that way or whether I should do it this way. I mean, it would have been nice if I had tested it. I'm actually going to put it this way. So down where the stitching is over here, I'm going to turn it around that way. And I'm going to put it down there. Oh, this tape is really forgiving because I didn't stick that particularly well. Then I wanted to stick, so I find this quite difficult to prep a page prior to actually sticking it down, and I only have one paper pack, so It's the way it has to be done. I'm thinking that that's going there. I'm thinking that that should go over the top. Now we have a small problem, Houston, because I haven't stuck this down. So let's stick this little baby down. Oh, I'm going to have to clean my scissors. And you'll notice I'm not the most gentle scrapper. I'm a little clumsy. I can't find my really nice tweezers. So we're going to pop that over here. And generally what I do, so there's those straight lines on here. I will line this up with a straight line because I will always look at the straight line, if you know what I'm saying. And then I want to come in with this. I hope I haven't destroyed it by doing that. No, there we go. Rather forgiving, thankfully. And I'm going to come over there. But we're going to have an issue. So what I'm going to do is, because you're going to want to be able to stick a photo underneath, not so. So I'm just going to put a bit of a backing tape so that it doesn't stick. So it's going to look a bit ugly for now, but when you're ready to stick it, you hopefully are just going to be able to peel it off, will you? Yes, you will. So you'll be able to stick a photo underneath there. And then the other thing I thought of doing was adding, so I'm going to have to stick this down, and the photo will just have to go over this. So if you're going to use my idea, you will stick your photo, then you will stick these, and then you will do your rub on. And in this instance, I don't know what to do. I was going to put it here, but I'm thinking that I'm going to add in to the green that's already over here. Not sure if it's going to rub on to the tape. Like I said to you, we don't, up until now, we don't get too many rub-ons in South Africa. They're too expensive to bring in, so working with rub-ons is like an absolute treat. Is it sticking? It is. Oh, so cool. So lovely. And then I'm not sure if I'm finished here, but definitely there's space now to put your photo. And there's also a chance, let's have a look. To add a word, and I quite like that. So, and because I put my tape quite far down, I've got the ability to add this in. Okay, so your photo could go in here. I think that's pretty cool. So excited. And then I also did, what I did do is I printed some of these, which I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to use on here, but I honestly think that we've got sufficient. If I was using them, I just literally would be adding them because I've got them. So I've now got this, and it's going to stick out the top. And I'm wondering, of all my bits and pieces, whether I have got something in the form of a rub-on, or I've also got this page still. But I think for now I'm going to leave it. This could have some nice photo mats and some embellishments, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to finish it off there, and I'll come back and add some bits and pieces at a later stage. So that's my front inner cover complete.